Hello, this is Barry here with you once again. Now that I've told you how to organize a trip in the bush and how to look after your car and find suitable camping spots, I would like to tell you about having a caravan on the back of your four-wheel drive and getting into camp before dark. Okay, with the caravan, make sure that you have secured it on the back of your four-wheel drive or Land Cruiser before you set off, and make sure that the tires are pumped up to the right pressure, because you don't want to tow the caravan around if the tires are under inflated. It is very important to play it safe with a caravan, especially if you are towing it with a four-wheel drive or a Toyota Land Cruiser. Make sure you've got all your valuables stowed away in the caravan too before you drive off in the four-wheel drive. Now, getting into camp before dark, it is very important that you get into camp before dark, because hey, there is nothing worse than getting into camp in the dark and setting up your tent or swag in the dark, or your camp table or your camp chair. Make sure that you have enough light to set everything up when you pull into camp, and pull into camp early before it gets dark. And you must always make sure that you have enough poles to put your tent up, or your awning, or your mobile tent. You've probably seen them around somewhere. Make sure that you put everything neatly on the floor when you set up your tent, like your ground sheet, your sleeping bag, etc. Your lantern. Make sure it has enough gas in it before you light it. Make sure you've got enough firewood, or before you even find a camping spot, make sure you look around for firewood to light the fire with. So before you get into camp, or once you get into your camping site for the night, find some firewood and light the fire early before it gets dark, and work out what you are going to have for dinner too, whether it's sausages, steak, a casserole, curry, whatever. Make sure you have good cooking good cooking equipment for when you go on camp, because that's very important. Also, make sure you have a first aid kit when you go camping. I forgot to mention this on the show before, so make sure you've got your first aid kit, your torches and spare batteries and also a radio with some spare batteries. Okay. It is also very important, guys, to really have your plans worked out before you go camping. Make sure you've got everything. Make sure that you don't leave anything behind because you could be a long way from home. But the most important thing, guys, you must make sure that you find a camping site which is on level ground for your four-wheel drive and your caravan. This is a must. Okay. Find a suitable campsite, and you may have to get permission from someone if you can camp in their area. But there are usually lots of free campsites. Okay, so have fun camping. And another rule, if you bring your rubbish in, take it out with you. Do not litter the camping site. Yeah. If you bring your rubbish in, guys, please take it out. And before you leave the campsite to go to your next destination the next morning, make sure you put the fire out, or before you go to bed, and light another fire in the morning to make yourself some tea and maybe some bacon and eggs on toast for breakfast. And before you leave the campsite to go to your next destination, put the fire out. And the way to do that is take up a can of beer or soft drink, okay, open it a little bit, shake it, and then put the fire out. And then you are ready to go to your next destination. And then you are ready to go to your next destination and your next campsite. On the next show, episode 88, I'm going to explain what can go wrong on a camping trip and and how and how to avoid things or to prevent things from going wrong in the first place. So stay tuned for that program, but until then, this is Barry Fear bidding you a very good night. Good night, everybody. Happy camping. And remember the error guy. And have a good weekend. Beware of flies and mozzies, guys. Good night.